Hello everyone. Happy Friday, finally. Thank you for joining me for live at lunchtime today. I'll make this a quick one because I'm off to my personal trainer. So hopefully you're all still there and none of you have been flooded out or anything. It's been quite bad here. Luckily I got home just in time. Last night I was at an event in London, and I was almost going to stay in London because we're going back again today for the rest of the weekend. But I decided to come home, which is a good thing because turns out the train station that I leave from, where I left my car parked, is flooded today after all of the rain yesterday, and I've got an electric car. So I have a feeling that it wouldn't have enjoyed sitting in the water too much. So yeah, luckily I came home last night and I got home before all the torrential rains happened. So hopefully you're fine wherever you are. Today, I quickly just want to talk about something that came up a few times in our the event I was at last night. So it was a kind of a business accelerator networking for women and for women with businesses. And so we did some kind of group breakout mentoring where we got into a group, like a mastermind session, and basically everybody talked about kind of one issue they're having in their business, and we all kind of chatted about solutions and options and if we'd been in that situation before. So one of the things that came up quite a few times was around partnerships and kind of team building, and how do you find the right person to work with you in your business. And there's a lot of different ways of looking at this. So we had some people in our group that were, just starting businesses. They were wondering, do I need a partner? How do we compensate that person? I'm the one with the idea. If I take them in, do they have to be 50-50 partners? But I have the idea, but I don't know where to start or how to get started. And then some people they have businesses already, but they don't have time to do absolutely everything anymore. It's grown past that point. What do they need in their business? Do they need a partner? Do they need a staff? What is it that they need? And there were a couple of answers, of course, because everybody's business is different. But one of the things that I felt came out quite a few times was just having a mentor in your business, someone that you can bounce some of these ideas off of and almost use them in place of a partner. So not all mentorships work this way, and not everybody needs one of these in their business. But having a mentor can be really great for giving guidance. So in a situation where you don't need a partner to come on, where you feel that you can do the work, or you've kind of got a team in place, you just don't know exactly where to go next, that's where a mentor can really, really help you. And I know almost every business owner that I know, especially the successful ones, they all have business mentors to help them on their journey. And so we've got business mentors. We've got a couple of them, actually. So I've been talking recently about Roger Hamilton, who is one of ours. We don't work one-to-one with him. It is group mentoring, which I find absolutely amazing because you can hear what other people and what their business problems are. And we work with people kind of around the globe in different industries, so we can hear what their issues are. And it's funny how all business, no matter what industry and what country you're in, there are always so many similarities. So when somebody says, this is my issue, it's easy to reflect on my own business and say, yes, I've got a similar issue. So that's how we work with Roger, and then Roger comes in and just blows everybody's mind by kind of explaining what to do next and how everything works together and how to solve all of our problems. So that's awesome. And I reckon that's what most people need to start with before you really start thinking, do I need to take on a partner? What should I do with staffing? Is working out, should I have a mentor? Who can I model my business after? So not everybody getting started has the money to pay for a mentor. Our mentorship is quite expensive. It's a big investment for our business, but it's worth it because we get the return from it. But if you're just getting started out, you don't need to pay loads of money to a mentor. There are so many people out there that you can just follow. And if you've got a business model or a business idea, find somebody that's doing something similar, or find somebody that's done what you want to do, and just pay attention to what they're putting out there, what they're sharing about their business, and try to model it on them. So I am really starting to enjoy things like internet marketing. So I've been following a couple of people that share a lot of information and are experts at internet marketing and in the digital space. So I don't pay them for any of their content. I listen to their podcasts, I download kind of their free guides, and I'm able to get quite a lot of information that way, which is great for me because I'm just in kind of a startup position in that type of business. Whereas, for my other business, my property business, we pay for a mentor because we're expanding quite big, and I need a bit more help than just kind of the basic guidance. So, as a first point in this kind of live at lunchtime, I recommend looking for a mentor in your business, whether it's somebody that you pay or somebody that you just follow and treat as kind of a guide, who's doing what you're interested in doing or that you would like to do, or that just has some resonances with you so that you like what they're doing and want to see more of it and emulate some of it. On the other side, when you are looking at partners and even mentors, another thing that came up was values. So it's really, really important to understand the values of anybody that you're considering working with in your business. It's really easy to, become friends with somebody quickly, think, oh yeah, we've got the same kind of idea of what our business should be. Let's jump in and, be partners or work together. But you should spend a bit more time in kind of and it's almost kind of woo-woo stuff when you start talking about values, but really sitting down and working out what each other's core values are and how your core values fit together, if they do fit together. Because if your business is all about, giving back to people and getting out there and saving the world, and your partner's business is all about getting him financially free so he can go and travel, you might not have the same kind of high-level base values, and it will make making business decisions quite difficult if you're not going to agree on the baseline of what you want to accomplish together. And there's loads and loads of different values, so I'll try to do a session or put some material together on values. But there's loads of places you can go to look for information on. And it's not a really hard exercise. It's basically just sitting down and saying, what is important to me about my life and this business, and having the other person do the same, and kind of picking up the key words that come out of that, and just seeing where there's similarities and differences in what your life and your business plans are with anybody that you want to work with. And if there's, more dissimilarity, sorry, disconnected for a second there. Still have bad internet connection. If you have more dissimilarities than similarities, it's working out, does that mean maybe we aren't the perfect fit for a business together? Maybe we should consider something else, or consider a trial. So I suggest this before getting into any partnership. On a big project, do a small project together first. So, for property investors, if you want to do, a multi-million-pound development with somebody, don't just jump into that big project. Do something smaller first. So instead of being 50-50 joint venture partners sharing the profit of a deal, maybe start off as just taking a simple loan, paying interest for 6 months, and seeing how things go from there. And if you can get along, if you can do that transaction without a load of issues, then maybe move up another step until you guys have worked together for a while and are comfortable. Because until you've gone through having some big questions, working out any issues together, you're not going to know how somebody deals under pressure, and you don't want to be in that multi-million-pound deal and realize that your partner kind of flakes under pressure and you can't rely on them. So it's really important to start small. And if you are looking at a business and you're thinking, well, how do I start small? Maybe you can work on a side project together first. Maybe even look at working on a charity project together first. So maybe you've got an interest in putting sustainable water sources, clean water sources together for people in Africa. There's loads of charities that do that. Maybe you can do a fundraising event together and both commit to raising, £1,000 for the fund, and see how you work together on that before jumping into a business partnership or, a property joint venture together, just to make sure that you can work together with small funds before you start working together with big funds. So, key things: have a mentor, whether it's a paid one or not. Find somebody that you resonate with that can give you ideas on your business and going forward and what steps you need to take next. When you are looking for a partner or a mentor, check the values of the other person. So make sure that you understand what your values are, what theirs are, and make sure there's a match there. And third, start small. Don't just jump into a big project with somebody. Start small, do some small projects. Make sure that you're on the same page, that you can work well together, and then move up to the bigger things. So, hope you enjoyed that. Have an absolutely amazing Friday and an amazing weekend. I am back in London for a bit more time with our mentor in a smaller group session. So, I'll share with you, hopefully on Monday, what we've learned from that. Otherwise, have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you next week.